should be working. I hope everybody is doing well today. Welcome to my home, Mayfair. My name is Glenn. I'll be guiding you through this 45-minute basic Hatha yoga practice. So nothing too complicated. We'll hold each pose about 4 to 5 breaths, sometimes a little longer, taking our time today. I think we all need that. This pandemic has been weighing on us, and I feel that the energy needs to be a little slower today. So I hope you appreciate that. You do not need any equipment, only your mat. Make sure you have enough space around you to move safely. If you do have blocks or anything else that can be used as a block, if you have tight hips or sometimes to reach to the floor more easily, always good to have. And also maybe a cushion for when we get to some laying down poses. The cushion can be handy as well. So let's get started in mountain pose. At the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels apart, stand nice and tall. Close your eyes and just take a moment to breathe. Deepen your inhales and lengthen the exhales. Keep breathing in and out the nose. Lips are sealed. Feel that breath movement in your body and allow the rib cage to expand on the inhales and release on the exhales. Body feels heavier as you breathe out. Let's breathe in some self-love and exhale judgment. Inhale confidence. Exhale self-doubt. Inhale curiosity. Exhale all expectations. Blink the eyes open. Have a great practice, everyone. Reaching the arms up with an inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Reach up again. And lower the arms down by your side. Let's mobilize the spine, twisting from the waist up, letting the hands flap around the hips. Try to ground yourself a little more, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. The movement is kind of fast, but the breath stays nice and slow. Continue the twist, let the hands flap against the shoulders. Couple more. And back to Tadasana. Reaching the arms up with an inhale. Interlace fingers, leaving index out. Steeple hands. Stretch over to your right. Ardha Chandrasana. Crescent moon. Bottom hand pulls on the top hand. Again, grounding well through the feet. Pressing in all 4 corners of the feet. Bottom hand pulls on top hand. Head stays center of the arms. Relax your jaw. Explore. How deep can you go into this lateral stretch? And back to center with an inhale. Bend the arms, bend the knees. Change your hand grip. Bring the opposite thumb on top. A little bit awkward hand grip. And stretch over to the other side. Bottom hand gently pulling on top hand. Allow the hips to move opposite direction. And you want to feel as if both armpits are facing the front. Stretching the intercostal muscles, which help you breathe better. Back to center on an inhale, and release the arms down. Chair pose, Tadasana. Sit, reaching the arms forward. Every breath in, think of a nice long spine, a long neck, long arms and fingers. Every exhale, can you try to sit lower? Breathing in, long spine, long neck, long arms and fingers. Breathing out, sit lower. Feel strong in your chair pose. One more breath in. Sit a little lower on the breath out. And let's step back the left foot into a lunge, keeping the left knee bent, reaching up to the ceiling. Pulse the knee, or pulse the body up and down. Back knee hovering over the mat. Strengthening the legs, warming up the legs. One more breath. And release your hands to the mat. Extend now the back leg and drop the knee on the mat, unfolding the toes, coming into a low crescent lunge. Guide your hips forward and back a few times. And then keep the knee bent, pressing down through that front foot. And imagine yourself trying to drag that front foot back. Reach the arms up. Bending our elbows, cactus arms. Open the heart. Lift the heart to the ceiling. Gaze up. I'm looking up, but I'm keeping the back of my neck long and wrinkle-free. Open the elbows wider, lift the heart up. Keep pressing down in your front foot, energetically pulling that front foot back. One more breath. Release your crescent lunge, hands to the floor. Twisting lunge, lift the back knee, curling the toes under. And reach the right hand to 12 o'clock. If needed, the back knee could stay on the mat. Explore if you can make your arms longer. Just reaching up high with that right hand. Can you bend your right knee, your front knee, a little more? Guide that front knee towards the chest and guide the left ribs towards that front knee. One more inhale. Release hands to the floor. Pushing off the back foot, spring forward. Let's stay in our forward fold here. Relax the neck, soften the knees, get your belly to touch the thighs, laying the belly and the ribs on the thighs. And then just let the head be heavy. From here, work at extending the legs a little more, at lifting the tail towards the ceiling. If needed, this would be where blocks could come in handy.
Hands on the blocks to help you support the weight of the upper body. Bring the gaze through the legs. Look towards the back end of your mat rather than the toes. So it's truly the crown of your head aiming down. Where else but on your mat will you have the opportunity to hang upside down? Reversing the effects of gravity for a few breaths. And on the next inhale, slowly rolling up, head comes up last. You may choose to walk the hands up the legs for added support. Restack vertebrae one on top of each other, one at a time. Bring the big toes to touch, standing nice and tall again. Couple breaths here. Just letting the blood flow again after being upside down for those few breaths. And let's repeat that sequence on the other side. Chair pose. Sit. Hips back, knees are bent, reaching the arms forward. Of course, if you're a more experienced yogi, you may choose to reach up, biceps by your ears, feeling that straight line from the tail to the fingertips. Option, arms stay straight forward, arms parallel to the floor. Sitting lower every time you breathe out. Maintaining nice, long spine, long arms and fingers. Breathing in, sitting lower, breathing out. Feel the work happening in the legs, yes. One more breath, nice and strong. And step back the right foot. Keep the right knee bent, reach the arms up. And just going up and down, pulsing here. Really get those legs working. Staying strong, find energy and strength in your inhales. And release, hands to the floor. Drop the back knee on the mat, unfold the toes, hands on your left thigh. Guide the hips forward and back a few times. Stay forward, pressing down in that left foot, and imagine trying to pull it back. Also press down on the top of your back foot, of your right foot, so that the weight is not all on the kneecap. Reach the arms up, bend the elbows, and open that heart again. Lifting our heart, gazing up, looking ahead towards better days. Trying to create a nice arc from the back of your knee to the crown. Lifting the heart. One more breath. Release hands to the floor, or maybe to your props. Curl the toes under, lift that back knee off the mat for your twisting lunge. Reaching left hand this time to 12 o'clock. Always the option to keep the knee on the mat. As you twist, please ensure you're not creating any tension in the neck, shoulder, and jaw area. Get the twist to come more from the lumbar spine and thoracic spine. Don't force the neck. Keep your shoulder comfortable. Don't force the arm back. Instead, think of reaching upward. Keep bending the front knee, guiding that knee in towards you, guiding the right ribs to that knee. One more inhale, and release the twist. Hands are on the floor, you're pushing off the back foot, spring forward, and let's do another forward fold. This time maybe a little more active. Grab the big toes with index fingers, middle fingers, and thumbs. Again, bend knees, get your belly onto the thighs. Relax the neck. Look towards the back end of your mat. And from here, work at pulling yourself into your legs, trying to extend the legs a little more. Focus more on your exhales, letting go. One more deep inhale, one more slow exhale. Pull yourself into the legs. Rolling up, pull in the belly button, an option to walk the hands up the legs if you need support. Head comes up last. Bring the feet closer together again. Balancing pose, let's go for tree pose. Bringing our left foot to the inner calf or the inner thigh. Pressing the foot hard into the leg. If needed, big toe can touch the mat. A little bit of assistance there. Reach the arms up. Spread out the fingers. Let's bring the pinky fingers slightly inward. You'll feel your back kind of widen when you do that. Engage the lats so that the arms are supported with the lats rather than creating too much tension in the traps. So relax the neck, the traps, shoulders stay down, pinky fingers slightly in, feel the sides of your back strong. Pressing that left foot into the inner calf or inner thigh. One more breath. And release, hands to heart, left knee forward. Step back your left foot, warrior one. Bending the right knee, the front leg, and pressing into that back heel. Straightening that back leg, the foot is on an angle. Scissor your inner thighs, trying to dial that left hip forward, right hip back. Pull in the belly, lifting a little bit the pubic bones. And when you're ready, reach up. Hands apart, again, pinky fingers slightly inward, feeling the internal rotation of the arm bone. Nice wide lats, strong back muscles, and relax neck and traps. Nothing changes from the waist down. Bring your left arm under right. Twist tie the arms. Garudasana arms, eagle arms. If unavailable, grab opposite shoulder. Stay grounded, pressing the four corners of the feet, scissoring the inner thighs. We're still trying to level the hip bones, bringing the left hip bone forward, right hip bone back. Elbows up. And moving into that full eagle pose, keep the arms. Push off the back foot, lift the left knee, and then cross that thigh over the right. Cross from the very top of the thighs, allowing that top leg to wrap around the right. Bending the right leg, sitting into that eagle pose. If needed here, the left toes could touch the floor, or they could actually be on a block. One more breath. Untangle arms, untangle legs. Reach the arms up, breathing in. Hands to heart, breathing out. Inhale. And lower down the arms by your side. Place the hands into your back pockets, your jeans pockets. Elbows pull towards each other. Squeeze the knees together, allowing the thighs to internally rotate slightly, which creates a little more space in the SI joint, and which allows us to move more freely into our back extension. Squeeze the knees. Squeeze a little bit the glutes to protect the lumbar spine. And rather than thinking of just leaning back, think of lifting heart up. Squeeze knees, elbows towards each other. Lift heart. Keep the back of the neck long and wrinkle free. Lift heart. Squeeze knees. Lift heart. Squeeze knees. Knees can be slightly bent. Contract the glutes. Lift heart. Elbows towards each other. One more breath. Push hands into your body and come back to standing mountain pose. Few breaths here. It is totally normal to feel the heart rate accelerated from that back extension. So catch your breath here. Come back to a slower pace, breathing in and out the nose. Back to where you all started. Reach hands up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Step your right foot back, warrior one, right foot back. Pressing into that back heel, scissoring the inner thighs, guiding right hip forward and trying to pull that left hip crease back. Pull in the lower belly, feel that pubic bones rise, keeping that tailbone heavy. Reach the arms up. Hands apart, pinky fingers slightly in, internal rotation of the arm bones. Nice wide lats. Really imprint the feet in your mat. Press hard into the back heel, straighten well the back leg. You want the back leg to energetically rotate, spiral inward. Front leg is bent and it's more of an opening, external rotation. One more breath. Right arm swings under left. Nothing changes from the waist down. Eagle arms. Focus on balance now, transferring the weight into the left foot. And lift the right knee up, high, up to cross over from the very top of your thighs and wrap the right leg around the left. Sitting into your eagle pose, squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms. You're kind of cutting off circulation to the extremities, bringing more blood flow to your core, to your organs. Feel your body in space and try to line up that top knee, right elbow, in line with the belly button. One more breath. Untangle legs, untangle arms. Reach up And hands to heart. I did forget tree pose on this side, so let's do it now. Let's balance it out. Right foot to the inner calf or inner thigh. Arms up when you're ready. Pinky fingers slightly inward. Feel the back nice and wide. Keep the waist nice and small, engaging the abdominals, pulling in that belly button. Press the right foot into the inner calf, or maybe your foot is high up on the leg, pressing the foot hard into the inner thigh. One more breath. Knee forward, and hands to heart, step down. Inhale, reach up, and let's swan dive. Come forward over the legs. Half fold, hands on the shin bones or the knees with a nice flat back. Relax down, hands to the floor, and let's step back both feet into a high plank. Strong high plank. If needed, the knees can come to the floor. Spread out the fingers, push into all 10 fingertips, especially index and thumbs. Imagine your hands are trying to spiral outward. Feel the arms nice and straight, eye of the elbows forward. Pulling in that belly button, straightening the legs. Strong core. I said it would be a basic Hatha yoga, but that does not mean easy. One more breath. Lift the hips up high, downward dog. Pressing the heels down, knees can be slightly bent, pushing the front part of your mat away from you. Trying to lengthen the spine, keeping the arms nice and long, lifting the tail high. One more breath, and lower the knees to the floor. Big toes touch, widen the knees, wider apart, and sit back into your child's pose. Here, if you have a hard time bringing forehead all the way down to the floor, this is where the cushion could be handy, resting forehead on a cushion. Breathing into your back ribs here. Take your time. We're holding the pose for a good 4 to 5 breaths. And then press into your hands. Come on up to tabletop. Bring the knees directly under the hips and hands directly under the shoulders. Cat, cow. Breathing in, lengthening spine. Tail up, belly down, gaze up. Breathing out, rounding the back, dome the back. Pull in the belly button, look towards the navel, push in the hands a little more. Inhale, extend, exhale, flex. Separate the shoulder blades apart. Again, breathing in, extending, and breathing out, flexing round the back. And back to a neutral spine. A little bit of core work. Extend the left leg back and up. Press into the top of your right foot so that the weight is not all on the kneecap. Make sure your left hand is directly under the left shoulder and reach the right hand up. So it's opposite hand to leg, reaching out. Hand-knee balance. Engaging the abdominals here, engaging the obliques. Strong back. One more breath. And lower down, hand to the mat, knee to the mat. Same on the other side. Right leg extends, and lifts. Top of the left foot presses down. Right hand is directly under the shoulder. Left hand comes up. Thumb up. So the back muscles are working hard at keeping the arm and leg up, at keeping the pelvis in position where you can balance. One more breath. Hand and knee to the mat. Walking the hands forward, dropping the chest towards the floor. Nice extension of the spine, so your butt is sticking up in the air. You're keeping the hips over the knees, and you're kind of guiding the armpits, underarms towards the floor, and forehead down. So for some, this can be pretty intense shoulder stretch. Try to ease into it without forcing anything. The hard part is actually to let go, to let it happen, to surrender to gravity. Try to breathe into the shoulders and let go that tension. Really connecting mind and body, letting the body know that it's safe to let go. And coming forward onto the elbows. So put more weight into the elbows. Move your body forward and then walk the knees back to drop the hips into a Sphinx pose. Hips to the mat. Hands press down and back. Tops of your feet press down. Baby toes to the floor. Kneecaps lifting off the mat. A little bit of grip in your glutes to keep that tailbone down, lifting the heart forward and up. Think of trying to create space between each and every little bone in your spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Crown to the ceiling, hands pressed down and back. One more breath, and slowly release. From here, let's slide the hands more under the shoulders. Again, the feet press down, baby toes down, knees lift. Squeeze a little bit the bum cheeks to keep the tail heavy. And now it's cobra, lifting the chest forward and up in the same way we just did. Maybe using less support, not as much weight in your hands. Feeling strong in your back. Feeling the muscles that run along the spine, lifting the rib cage off the floor. One more breath. And release down slowly. One more back strengthening pose, locust. Arms along the side body or interlacing fingers behind your back. Pulling the hands back, nice long arms, chest will rise. Activating the inner thighs, straightening the legs, lifting the legs, squeezing the glutes a little bit. And now try to create more length in the legs, in the arms, in the spine. Long neck, long arms, long legs. So rather than trying to go up, think of longer legs, trying to make the legs longer, trying to make the arms longer, trying to make the neck longer. One more breath. And lower down, nice and easy. Bring the hands out to the side, creating a T shape with your body. Slide the right hand under the shoulder and lift the right leg up. Right hand under shoulder, right leg up. Roll onto your left side and bring that right foot, that top leg that you just lifted, you bring it down towards the floor, pulling it towards the corner of the room. Corkscrew here, trying to twist the lower body, getting a good stretch in the front of that left shoulder. Right hand can stay on the mat in front of your face to support, or it comes behind the waist. Trying to reach as far as possible with that right foot. If your hand is behind your waist, bring it to the mat and slowly bringing ourselves onto our belly again, into that T position. Left hand comes under the left shoulder. Roll onto the right side. Top leg slides back, reaches back. Trying to kind of swivel the hips back, getting a big pull in the front of that right shoulder. Left hand can stay on the floor or come behind the waist. Head is on the mat. Stay connected to your breath, focusing on nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. If your hand is behind your waist, place it on the mat and slowly rolling back onto our belly. Bring both hands under the shoulders. Push yourself up onto hands and knees. Walk the knees forward, each side of the wrists. Cross the ankles and sit behind the feet. That was too funky for you, just swing the legs around to come to a seated position. From here, we'll actually extend the legs out in front of you. Toes stay up. I like the feet about mat width distance apart. If you prefer legs closer together, totally up to you. Nice and tall, reach the hands up, breathing in. Feel the sits bones on the mat. Arms nice and long. Bring the chest forward. You want to bring the chest forward, but kind of keep the arms up. Chest forward, keep the arms up. Chest forward, keep the arms higher up. Chest forward, arms up. And then just let go of the arms. Grab the toes, the ankles, or the calves. Whatever you can reach for, maintaining that nice long spine. Leading with your heart. The head can be down, but don't force the head down. The goal is trying to bring the belly closer to the thighs, the chest closer to the knees, and the forehead should be aiming more towards the shin bones. Nice pull in the back of the legs and your hamstrings. Pull in your belly button and just roll up. Bring the legs together and let's bring our seat forward, making sure you have enough mat behind you. Rolling all the way down onto your back. Right knee into the chest. Interlace fingers over that right shin bone, folding the leg in towards the belly. Keep the elbows heavy. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Bending the arms to hug the leg in, using your biceps to hug the leg in. And then extend that left leg. Pushing the back of the left knee down towards the floor. So depending where you are tighter, you will feel it there the most. So some of us feel it more in the left hip, the front of the left hip. And some of us might feel it more in the back of the right hip. And there's also a lot of stuff going on internally, compressing into that hip joint. So when we create compressions, when we release, there's nice fresh blood flow that will kind of surge towards that joint. Compressing into the digestive system. The fascia is creating all these different stretches. And release. Keep the left hand over this right knee and extend your right arm to the side for a nice twist. Guiding the right knee over and across to the opposite side. Let the foot come down to the floor. If you have a hard time reaching the floor with your foot, again, a prop, a cushion could come in handy here. Placing the foot on a cushion, keeping the right shoulder on the mat if possible. Gaze can be up to the ceiling or turn the head to look right. Twisting, a little harder to breathe. The lungs are being compressed. Challenging a little bit the lungs. Massaging the internal organs with the twists. Bring head back to center and release your twists. Extend both legs out, allowing the blood to flow back into that hip. And rock the hips a little bit side to side. Bend both knees, feet on the floor. And let's do that half when relieving, left knee into the chest. Interlace fingers on top of the shin bone. Swap the hand grip, bringing the opposite thumb on top. Fold the leg well into the belly. Keep the elbows down. Shoulders and jaw relaxed. Pull on the leg using your biceps. Avoid shrugging the shoulders. And then when you're ready, extend that right leg. Pushing the right heel away from you. Back of the knee down towards the floor. And there's no right or wrong. We will all feel this differently. Everybody is different. Some of us, we feel it more in the left hip. Some of us, we feel it more in the right hip. No expectations. Just exploring. And let go of your grip. Right hand holds the knee, left arm comes out to the side. Twist other direction. If you have a hard time getting your foot all the way to the floor, not a bad idea to use a cushion under that left foot. Eyes can stay up, looking at the ceiling, or turn the head to look towards your left hand. Again, turning the head will increase the stretch thanks to the fascia, pulling opposite direction, creating that extra tension inside the body. Feeling a nice stretch in the glutes, a nice twist in the spine. Bring head back to center, release your twists. Extend that left leg, allowing the blood to flow back into the left hip. Rock the hips a few times. And we're ready for the best part, Shavasana. On your backs, feet mat width distance apart, arms along the side body, palms up. Or maybe at home you'd like to come to a wall, legs up the wall, or maybe legs up on a sofa. Take advantage of your home practice to maybe change it up a little bit from your regular corpse pose, laying flat on the mat. It's really nice to have our legs up, allowing the legs to drain. Again, reversing the effect of gravity for a few breaths. Eyes are closed. Let the breath be natural. Still breathing in and out the nose, but you will naturally be breathing in deeper, breathing out slower than you did 45 minutes ago. I invite you to stay in your resting pose for another 8 to 10 breaths. If you can stay longer, please do so. And when you're ready to end your practice, just make sure to bring movement back into the body slowly, taking your time. Coming to seat it when you're ready. And always finish with a little bit of gratitude for what your body was just able to do. I am grateful that you were able to join me. I thank you for the privilege of your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Well, we had lots of people here today. Thank you for joining, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Awesome job. Thank you. I don't have my glasses on. I have a hard time seeing what's written here, but I see all these messages. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.